What up? Got a little bit different view here. It's not from the balcony. It's from out at the range. Going to do some shooting with the Sabre. Because I had a question about it, and there's not a whole lot of content out there for these being shot. So, because there's not a whole lot of content anyway. But it's freaking hot. I'm hot and sweaty from mowing my yard. So I figured it was a good time to come out and try to attempt to shoot this video. I got some stuff in to help, and we got the range over there, and we're gonna utilize that. All right, so what I want to do is the can's on there at the moment. I'm gonna take that off, and I'm gonna shoot some rounds, see what kind of footage I get, so you can kind of see the recoil. Might attempt a controlled pair, or attempt a double tap, and then do a controlled pair, maybe a little bit more, a few more shots. And then I have a pyro, which acts as a brake. I'm gonna throw that on the muzzle device because it fits, and see what happens with that. See if we get any like better recoil control, and then we'll throw the can on and do some shooting with that. And then hopefully at the end, I got some new steel targets I've been wanting to shoot, so we're gonna try to shoot those at 100 yards. I'm just gonna use a prop stick, like one of those Primo's sticks, just to prop up on. I'm just trying to hit the steel. I'm not trying to like get real precision with it or anything. I just want to make sure it hits in the vicinity that I'm aiming. It might help to dial it in. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm not set up to try to take some 100-yard precision shots to see what would happen with that. But anyway, let's get over to the range and get set up and shoot some. All right, these are going to be double tap and control pair, and maybe some other shots with no muzzle device. It's doable. It's just gotta have some practice with it. All right, for this one, I got the pyro on the end, so it should make it work more like a brake, since these came with a flash hider. And actually I changed that out and have the one from Dead Air on here, the smaller one. So we'll do the same thing again. That's a lot of difference. I can tell. I don't know if you can see it, how well you can see it in the video, but with that on the end, it really is making this controllable, especially for the double taps. So that goes back to what I said in another video, whereas I wish this would have came with a brake with as short of a barrel this has. I think a brake would have been a better option. I think it looks cool with the flash hider that they provided, but yeah, it would have been it would help with the short barrel on this. You know it's hot when you go to install your can and it's already freaking hot and you hadn't even shot it. I mean, it's not hot enough to burn me, but it's up there. Dead Air Sandman X on this, so we're gonna do the same thing again. I think I'm a little bit close. If the camera seems like it's swaying, I do have a bit of a breeze out here that's pretty good, and I had to prop up the tripod to keep it from flopping over because of the wind. But anyway, same thing as before. Hold on, I gotta get another mag. Double taps and controlled pairs. Oh, we had a misfeed or something. Oh, let's see. Oh, I know. I forgot to adjust the gas lock. So I need that one and that one. I think it's 7. In case I'm a little too close to the camera. Yeah, so now everything's really hot after that. With this suppressor and the pyro, which I think that's what that thing's called, it's a toss-up. The pyro might actually edge out the suppressor a little bit. I would probably have to shoot a whole bunch and try to figure out which one is taming the recoil for the how short this barrel is. But anyway, I don't know how well this is going to work out, but I'm going to try to go back to about 100 yards and shoot some steel. I'll show the steel here in a sec. I brought my magnifier to help out, and I got a just one of those monopole rests. I'm just going to stand up and attempt to shoot the steel over here and see what happens from about 100 yards with this Eotech, since it's the DCR reticle, and how close I am for it. So let me get set up for that, and I'll show you the steel targets here, and then get set up, and then we'll go from there. All right, here's what we're going to try to hit. I just built this. I had one target for about 2 weeks, and then I got the tombstone shaped ones and made me a sawhorse to hang them from and got it out here. And fortunately, somebody that uses the range beat me to it to shoot my own steel. But hopefully we're gonna get some more steel set up out here that is kind of left in place since we're able to do so. Hopefully I meet with some people tomorrow about that, and we'll have a whole bunch of more steel targets to play around with besides shooting paper over here. I'm gonna try to cut in GoPro footage of the steel getting hit. Hopefully this is far back enough, and I won't screw up my camera. If you see, let's see, that stand right there, that's roughly 100 yards. And I'm gonna come over this way a little bit. We got my laser rangefinder. I'm about to go walk this out and do 100 yards. I'm kind of letting my gun cool off for a minute because with it being so freaking hot, because it's like 90 something degrees with 100% humidity. Yeah, it's getting up there. And like I said in another video, that's one of the drawbacks to this platform, is it gets really hot really fast. And if you're not prepared for that, you're gonna have a bad day. All right, I'm at 100 yards where the camera is, so I'm a little less. But we're gonna see if we can hit this. I might have to move over in front of the camera or see if I can come to the side of it or something. But anyway, I got my Eotech magnifier on here to help out, and this shooting stick to give me a better rest. And you fell over. The wind's back. Hold on. I have to edit this part out. I shot the center plate and it fell off. I shot the 2 tombstones and they're still there. So got some kind of issue, but I was hitting it. Miss. Whew. I think I missed that one. So I'm freaking hot. I gotta go figure out what happened down there. But yeah, this Eotech with the DCR reticle, that's using the dot. I'm hitting them steel plates. Those are Allen steel plates from Walmart. So they're probably not the greatest. They're probably not the worst. Because obviously I knocked the center one off somehow. I gotta figure that out. But yeah, hit most. I missed what, 2 or 3 maybe, between 2 and 5. I don't know, whatever. But it was hitting it. So you still have. I'm sure you still have some kind of range on this with the 308. So let's go down there and see what happened to the center target and pack this shit up because I'm hot. All right, we got a GoPro set up. Let's see what happens. A lot of editing with this, all this B-reel. There's just some power for 308. It flattened out the fucking bolts and pulled them through. That's what they're supposed to look like. Damn, I gotta go find some more bolts for that. Anyway, and it's almost it was a bullseye lower right or lower left, so that was a pretty good shot. And you can see the really big hits. That is 308. So I was doing pretty good, and I think some of the low hits are when I was shooting it while it was still swinging, just for the hell of it. I still got to figure out if I got that space too far or what, or just cheap ass bolt or broke the heads off or some shit. Anyway, I'm impressed, or I didn't think there would be any issue of hitting it, other than having to dial it in, and I may have been hitting a little low, but part of it I think is these are swinging, and I was freestanding with that prop stick, so that little dot was dancing all over the place. So I had to take, you know, sit there and wait for it to get in the right spot to pull the trigger. Anyway, good times. So I found them while laying in the grass. Here's the head of those bolts that just basically sheared off from that the Allen set. So I'm gonna have to look up what bolt I need and go get that, which I'm going into town, so I'll go buy somewhere and get a better bolt to replace that, because the rear hardware is still good. It's just these damn parts sheared off. And I'm probably gonna get 6. Anyway, let's get out of here. All right, here's the target I was shooting at the beginning. You see a lot of my hits are kind of low and right. I tried one headshot. I got one flyer there and one over here. No, that might be a shot. That might be from the thumbtack. But obviously this is kind of everything. Going back to that DCR reticle, I was using the dot. If I used the chevron, because I was probably around 10 yards, I would have probably pulled the groups up to that X ring. But I wanted to show this, and then probably on one of the double taps or whatever. That's a flyer, my guess. Anyway, let's see. I'm gonna get a little closer so you can look at that before I go to something else. I think that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Hopefully my truck isn't too freaking loud in this. I got the AC going, but that kind of gives some where you can see the recoil for how short a barrel this is, and maybe some recommendations on if you want a suppressor, or you need to put a muzzle brake on this thing, or keep the flash hider and get a like something like the pyro, just to tame the recoil. And then stuff like, don't forget to adjust your gas block, get better bolts for your steel, things like that. But if you have any suggestions of any kind of other shooting you want to see with this, let me know. I'll see what I can do. I can try to come out here and put it through its paces, just because there's not a lot of videos out there of shooting it. So I've gotten a few comments in some other videos, and I'm going to have links to my previous 2 videos for this series, or for this firearm, either in the first pinned post or in the description, or both. So check those out. The first one's getting the firearm, and the second one's a little bit more about after I shot it the first time. Anyway, like and subscribe. Later.